even in the midst of doubt, cling to the promises of God. Look with me at the second half of verse 26, and then we'll go into through verse 29. Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and see my hands, and put out your hands and place it in my side. Do not disbelieve, but believe." Thomas answered him, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." And so as the disciples sit in fear and doubt inside of a locked room, what happens? Is Jesus shows up, and what's the first thing he says to them? "Get it together. What's wrong with you?" No. What's the first thing he says to them? Peace. Peace be with you. That despite their doubts and their fears, Jesus' first word is peace, is shalom, that familiar word that they would have heard so many times. Jesus comes to them in the midst of their doubts, and he announces his peace. And he still does the same thing today. He comes in the midst of our doubts and our struggles, and he announces his peace. And although we don't get to see his hands and his side as Thomas did, we have his word. We have his promises to cling on, to depend on. And so notice when he says here, "Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." Well, who's he talking about? He's talking about you. He's talking about you. And that's a promise you can cling to no matter what.